Michelle Rose. My audience. Alright, hello everybody. My name is Michelle Rose and I'm here today to demonstrate how to make a corn bag. First thing is, what is a corn bag? It's really simple. It's a bag that has corn in it. And you can heat it in the microwave and use it on your neck, shoulder, back, stomach, really wherever you hold tension. So you can go ahead and pass that around, Deb. Also, there's another use for my corn bags. You can put it in the freezer and use it as an ice pack for your wrists, your shoulder, your lower back, your knees, wherever you have tension. And you can alternate back and forth. So, the first thing you do is you need some corn. I purchased this at Rural King in a big bag like this. It's a 40-pound bag, whole kernel corn feed for $8.99. So it's dropped its price since the summer, so that's good. The material. I like to use the canvas material for the back ones and the flannel for the little neck wraps. A yard for the canvas runs around $9.99, and the flannel you can pick up from $4.99 to $9.99. So one of the first things you want to do is wash your material. And if you're like me, you don't like to iron, so as soon as it gets done in the dryer, I take it out and I kind of press it just with my hands. So what I like to use to cut, you can use scissors, but I like to use a rotary blade, which makes it nice, and also a little quilter's ruler, so you can measure out how big you want your neck wraps to be. Once you have the material, the size that you want, this is going to be a little neck wrap. As you can see, I've sewn. I also like to fold it double so that I don't have to worry about matching up the sides, and I don't have to sew this extra line. I try to get out of sewing as much as possible. So I sewed this side and leave this side open. And I turn it right side to hide all my stitches. Alright, the next thing you want to do is kind of clean your corn out. I like to use this little bucket because it kind of sifts through the smaller pieces. And then you kind of pick through and pick out the stems or pick out any discolored pieces of corn that you don't want. You just want it to kind of be as good a product as you can. Once you've done that, you fill up your bag. And you want to fill it up probably at least halfway full, but it's personal preference as to how much corn you want or how you want the bag to feel. I don't like it too full. I like to have a little bit of mobility. Probably one more. Okay, so next, I like to set mine up with a little lavender. This can be a little pricey, but for 1 pound bag, it's around $20. But it smells really good. I use about a 1/4 cup, but really I just use a handful. And I just put it in, just kind of mix it around a little bit. And you can kind of pass this around. You can smell the aromatherapy. It smells really good.
And where do you purchase this?
I purchased that on Amazon.com. Okay, so you can kind of hold it like that, and you can kind of feel, okay, yeah, this seems pretty good. Maybe just a little bit more. Also, when you sew, it's helpful to use pins to hold your material so that it's not shifting on you. So all you have to do is turn it in. Even though this is going to be your inside bag, you still want it to look nice and presentable. But the main thing is you want it to stay intact to secure the stitch. So once you have a couple pins in, you go over to your sewing machine, You could do this by hand, however, you're going to have to go over it several times. It's time consuming. So it's just much easier to do the sewing machine. I always like to back stitch to secure the stitch. Because you don't want it coming out. What you have to do is cut the threads. Take out your needles. And here's your corn bag. And also, this is a little cover I made. You do the same thing with the cover. You put the material, the right side material facing each other, then you sew, then you flip it right side. This bag's a little bit, you want to make the cover a little bit bigger. I might have made it a little bit too big. And you just put it in here. Microwave it for 2-minute increments. And then you take it out, mix it up again, put it back in for 2 minutes. And once you figure out how long it takes for your bag to heat up, you can kind of put it in for like 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes. You just don't want to burn it. That's the key. So I really love my corn bags. I love making them, and they're useful and fun gifts. So I really appreciate everybody coming today. Thank you. Thank you.